Hi, it's Ninette. So I want to congratulate you on joining this alcohol ink workshop with us. So to get started, we're going to need a couple of supplies, and I'm going to be talking you through what most of the things are that you're going to need. You don't need to spend a whole lot of money on this workshop. You can literally get started with a couple of household supplies. So obviously the first thing you're going to need are some alcohol inks in colors that you like. The ones I really enjoy using and that is fairly readily available in New Zealand are the Tim Holtz Ranger alcohol inks, and they come in a wide variety of different colors. And there's a little blue one there, and the other one is the Pinata inks. So the main difference for me between Pinata and the Ranger inks are that the Pinata ones are a little bit more concentrated, so you can stretch them a little bit further. You can mix them with isopropyl alcohol. So that's obviously the other thing we're going to use fairly frequently is isopropyl alcohol. You can buy them in large bottles, or you can just buy a little bit. So that is entirely up to you. I've actually found that the liter bottles were way more economical, and depending on the techniques you use, you actually do need quite a lot of alcohol, just the plain alcohol to make your inks bloom. So yeah, so that's what we're going to need. And then also some alcohol blending solution. So these two solutions work in different ways. The blending solution tends to bring the inks together, where the isopropyl alcohol tends to spread them out. So I'll show you the different techniques. Then something else that you can have handy are some straws to blow on the inks and to spread them further. You can also use these handy little blower tools. So this is one of my son. I don't know, I think he got it when we bought a ball of some sort and, used to blow it up. So I've hijacked the tool for my art projects. And the other one that you can use is one of these ones that you use to blow up balloons. So I'll show you how to use these. Right, there's something else that you're going to need to clean your mats. Oh, let me turn it around. There we go. To clean your mats and some of your supplies, hand sanitizer works like a charm. So this is what we use for that. It's also fairly cheap. And then I find these little spray bottles really helpful. So you can use the 75% alcohol for this. Obviously, the higher the content of alcohol in your isopropyl alcohol, the more movement you will get in your inks. So I'll show you the different ways of how this affects it, but just to clean your brushes or your work surfaces, hand sanitizer spray works like a bomb. All right, then you'll also need these are so cheap. You find them at the dollar store, these little plastic measuring cups. So I use them quite frequently, along with droppers. So you can either use a plastic one or a glass one. So that is entirely up to you. And you're gonna need some brushes in different sizes and with different tips. They'll just give you some different ways to play with your alcohol ink, give you different looks to get all together. And something else that I'll show you how to use, but you don't need to have one of these, is a little blending tool. So they come with Velcro on the one side, and when you buy them in a set, they come with, I think there's about 10 or 20 little felt squares. So I bought the set originally, which I think was about, I don't know, $15 or so. And then I just went and I bought a meter of white felt, cut it up into little squares, and I think the entire meter cost me $8 or whatever. So that's something else that I'll show you how to use. And then you'll also, when we get to the end of the project, and I'll show you how to embellish your alcohol ink projects, when you want to add some gold or silver detail to it, you'll need some permanent markers. So Sharpies work well, and then also Bic or Staedtler, also brands that work quite well for it. So yeah, so that's basically what you need to get started. Some other household supplies that you might want to keep on hand just to play with and see what they do are cling film, small pieces of bubble wrap, or anything that has a texture. So grab hold of the kit's stencils, get some stamps. I'll show you some stamping and stenciling techniques that you can use with your alcohol inks. So yeah, so that's basically what we're going to use. I'll share a link to the shop. I'm an affiliate marketer for Amazon, so it doesn't cost you anything else, but it's just a really good way to find all your supplies in the same spot, and they deliver to you. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you inside the class.